Scott. Ask Scott.
Scott, what would you do if you received merchandise that was damaged and you did not want to give it back to the manufacturer for fears of them trying to resell it in a secondary marketplace against you, such as eBay or Walmart? We're very concerned about protecting our brand. However, the units that were sent to us are flawed and are not a high quality. So we don't want to send them back to the manufacturer for fear of them ending up in the marketplace competing against us. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Thanks.
Okay. Well, number one, I can't say, hey, John, thanks for the question because you didn't leave your name. It's okay. It's cool. Guys, if you are going to leave a question, please, though, just leave your name. But I'm going to go ahead and answer this question. This is a good question, and it's one that I haven't really thought too much about personally, but now that you bring it up, it's a good point, right? What if you have a product, you get it shipped to you, you look at it, or your third-party inspection company, you decline it. You say, no, I don't want it, and you refuse to accept it, send it back, and then they go ahead and try to resell it on Amazon, and it's your brand. Well, here's the deal. First off, step number one, brand registry. You need to be brand registered because depending on your account and depending on how seasoned it is or whether you're in effect right now going to be allowed to do this lockdown as they're kind of being known to do now, is if you are brand registered, all right, and someone comes on and wants to list on your listing, you're able to lock that down where they would have to request permission to sell your product on that listing. Now, if they sell that product on a separate listing that they create, then you would contact Amazon and say they are falsely selling, this item that is ours on our brand. We have not authorized that, and it is a defective item. Then you would have to go through that channel to do that. I would hate to see that happen, but it could happen, and if it does, that's what you would have to do. But brand registry right now for you is so important because most of the people that I'm talking to now, you're able to lock down the listing, okay? Meaning, again, if you're brand registered, you are saying, I am the owner of this product, I am the manufacturer of this product, and now if someone wants to click on that and sell it, they have to request permission. Now, that doesn't mean that everyone that's going to happen to. I know some people have said, well, Scott, I'm brand registered, and that doesn't happen for me. It's going to vary, but if that doesn't happen, you may want to contact seller support and ask how it can happen and try to get that locked down. I think that that's really important. Now, if they say that it's the same identical product, now you have them saying one thing and you saying another, but you're brand registered, so I would think that they would listen to your claim more than theirs. But going back to your relationship with your supplier, if you really think that they would do that, I would question your supplier, your relationship with them. Like, really, seriously, like they're going to actually go ahead and take your product and then try to resell it with your branding on it? Like, I don't know. I mean, I may have something in writing then. I may have to send them something in writing and say, I need you to sign this saying that you will not sell this defective product or any of my products on Amazon or any other platform. So you may need to do that. That may be something you're going to have to do as well. But again, I think it comes down to that relationship, a little bit of trust, and yes, maybe some type of document that does that. But I would say first off, brand registry, make sure that you are brand registered, and this may not even be an issue. But I would not want those items being sold as defective anyway, right? So you want to make sure that they're destroyed and that they're not used. So maybe your supplier will just say, we're just going to go ahead and rerun that batch versus sending it back because they're going to have to pay to have it sent back. You're not going to send it back, right? This is why also maybe a third-party inspection company is going to come in handy for you. Guided Imports is someone that I've been in contact with. They have a great service from what I'm hearing. Top Win Inspections is another one. But the most recent one is Guided Imports. I know those guys over there pretty well now. I'm actually going to have the owner on the podcast here soon. But definitely check out the resources page if you guys want to learn more about Guided Imports. Again, great people, great company, and I'll be using them in the future for any third-party inspections that I'll be personally doing. So just want to throw that out there. But that's what I would pretty much do. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast.
If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business, so definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there, and some of it is really, really good. What I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business, and this way here you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.